Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of season 1 of the miniseries Chernobyl on HBO Max. Episode 1 got right into it, and if you've watched episode 1 and you've watched my reaction and my thoughts, then you did hear me say two things. One, that I'm not super familiar with the history of Chernobyl in general, and then two, that I wasn't really going to go seek out any information. And while I didn't necessarily go seek out information, I did decide to listen to the podcast that accompanies this show with Craig Mazin on it. And so I did get a little more insight into Chernobyl historically, and then also into Craig's thoughts on the show and the production of it. So I didn't go too wild into the history of it, and I think I feel better about it now because something that Craig was purposefully doing was showcasing two things. One, that the Soviet Union really didn't, well, the history of nuclear explosions, there really truly was a belief that the cores could not explode, that this was something that couldn't happen. So that explains a little bit of the confusion and the frustration, and then on top of that, just the political structure that was a little more hide it, deny it, this isn't real. Those things are super helpful to know for me, so I wanted to fill you all in on that, and I'm ready for episode 2. This episode is called Please Remain Calm. 8:30 a.m., April 26th, 7 hours after the explosion. Okay. And isn't the meeting not until like 2 p.m.? Hello?
Where is everyone?
Oh, they refused to come in.
Refused?
Why?
It's Saturday.
Oh, okay. I was like, do they know? I wasn't aware people knew. Dosimeter alarm? What is that?
8 millirontgen. Leak?
No. It would have gone off before. It's coming from outside.
The Americans?
Oh. Are they scientists or reporters? Or both? This looks very sciencey.
Iodine 131. It's not military, it's uranium decay. U-235.
Uranium decay.
Ignalina, maybe 240 kilometers away.
So they know the severity of this. They understand the severity of this, at least.
They're at 4. It's not them. Who's the next closest?
It's Chernobyl, but that's not possible. They're 400 kilometers away.
And that's too far for 8 millirontgen. They'd have to be split open. Maybe they know something.
Uh-oh.
No one's answering the phone.
Chernobyl's not answering the phone? Something that Craig was saying in the podcast was, we know now, in hindsight, like you say Chernobyl and it has meaning, right? But then this time it didn't, right? So she's just calling Chernobyl, the nuclear plant.
Oh, stop! What are you doing? These are radiation burns. Their clothes are contaminated.
Oh my God.
Me! Get it all off.
So she understands. And yet the government hasn't released any information, which would be terrifying. Oh, okay. I feel like they shouldn't be touching these clothes with their bare hands, right? If they're contaminated? Okay, well. Yeah. Nope, I was correct! Why would you tell everyone they're contaminated and then touch them with your bare freaking hands?
Professor Legasov. Oh no, not yet. They're finishing up some other business. It'll be a few more minutes. Can I get you some tea?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Would you care to read Deputy Chairman Shabina's report while you wait?
This is our guy on the council. Look at his face. Look at the acting in that. That's minuscule. Wow. The stress. I'm not reading what I'm reading, am I? You are. Oh my god. That distant stare says a lot. It says, this is really, 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 really bad.
Thank you, Comrade General Secretary. I'm pleased to report that the situation in Chernobyl is stable.
Stable?
Meeting adjourned.
I was gonna say, is he not gonna say anything?
Graphite on the ground.
Well, there was a tank explosion. There's debris. Of what importance that could
There's
be?
only one place in the entire facility where you will find graphite. Inside the core. If there's graphite on the ground outside, it means it wasn't a control system tank that exploded. It was the reactor core. It's open.
So he fully understands the severity of this.
Buchanan reports that the reactor core is intact. And as for the radiation...
Yes, 3.6 Rontgen, which, by the way, is not the equivalent of one chest X-ray, but rather 400 chest.
400 chest X-rays?
They gave us the number they had. I think the true number is much, much higher. If I'm right, this fireman was holding the equivalent of 4 million chest X-rays.
But I don't hear any facts at all. All I hear is a man I don't know.
Wow.
Please may I express my concern as calmly and as respectfully as I...
Professor Legasso.
To be in disagreement in a political climate like this is not ideal.
That's 3 million, billion, trillion bullets in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat.
In everything.
I want you to go to Chernobyl.
Oh?
And you report directly back to me.
What decision, Comrade General Secretary?
And take Professor Legasso with you.
Don't make him go. Friendship.
Can you help me? I need to find my husband. Not now.
All right, this is our wife from yesterday, the one who was sick.
You can't.
Oh.
Take her away from here, Tate, please.
Get away from them.
Oh no.
Please, Tate. Please, Tate.
She didn't go outside and watch.
He's being transported by helicopter to Moscow. Hospital number 6.
Why is he?
Moscow.
But they're not letting us leave here.
Tell them Major Burov allows it.
Kindness? In this economy?
That's graphite on the roof. The whole building's been blown open. The core's exposed.
I can't see how you can tell that from here.
For God's sakes. Look at that glow. That's radiation ionizing the air.
Please just believe us.
Get us directly over the building.
Boris,
Don't
if
use
we
my
fly
name.
directly over,
I know
the
it doesn't
reactor
your
will be
advice.
dead within a week. Dead!
Thank you. Thank you. Talk some sense into this guy.
If you fly directly over that core, I promise you by tomorrow morning you'll be begging for that bullet.
Who do you listen to? You have a lot to lose either way. I'm proud of that pilot. I love a scientist. I love a powerful woman.
What a pleasure. Let me introduce
I'm here
Ilya.
about Chernobyl.
Such a lovely time. Visit again soon.
I will, thank you.
Who is he?
Very good. There has been an accident at Chernobyl, but I've been assured there is no problem.
I'm telling you that there is.
I prefer my opinion to yours.
Of course you do. It's hard enough to get people to listen to you when you're a man in this universe. This time period and political climate.
Professor Legasov, I understand you've been saying dangerous things.
Very dangerous things. Apparently our reactor core exploded. Please, tell me how an RBMK reactor core explodes.
I'm not prepared to explain it at this time.
As I presumed, there's no...
So that was something I learned from the podcast, was that they really didn't know how that could happen. But then they doubled down.
Why did I see graphite on the roof?
Let's go! Finally, someone has a little bit of a guilty conscience.
Comrade, I assure you
I understand. You think Legasov is wrong. I
How shall we prove it? Our high-range dosimeter just arrived.
Oh, good.
Have one of your men get as close to the fire as he can. Give him every bit of protection you have, but understand that even with lead shielding, it may not be enough.
Then I'll do it myself.
Whoa. Whoa. Finally, we're seeing some leadership that is not afraid to uncover the truth, even if the truth is a nuclear-sized explosion of issues.
It's not through Rondkent. It's 15,000.
Comrade Savina.
15,000.
It means the core is open. It means the fire we're watching with our own eyes is giving off nearly twice the radiation released by the bomb in Hiroshima.
Good.
I'd prefer one of those.
Superstitious.
I wonder what the... Was there a color in it, or?
Are you here because of the fire?
She's asking a lot of questions.
Anything we should be worried about?
Oh, just everything. Carry on with your fine evening. Oh, good. Yeah, just lying. We love to lie. Morning, April 27th, 30 hours after the explosion. Okay, so they're just gonna get the sand as inch it closer and closer every time?
They're too close.
They can't get over the fire. How are they
The wind will have to carry it. Tell them.
Okay, thank you. No.
Is there any other way, Legazo?
How chilling would it be for that man who almost flew his helicopter over the core?
Well, he's a medical doctor. If it says it's safe, it's safe.
Not if they stay here.
We're staying here.
Yes, we are. And we'll be dead in 5 years.
Wild. Absolutely wild that they wouldn't want to evacuate. I mean, I guess we have the knowledge of hindsight, and
A nuclear plant in Sweden has detected radiation and identified it as a byproduct of our fuel. The Americans took satellite photos.
oh,
The building, the smoke, the fire.
your cover, it's blown.
The whole world knows.
Yeah, that's bad for them. But knowledge is power. Let the people know. Three buses. Oh my God. That's way more than 3 buses. Oh, we're evacuating. A little late. Wonder where they're being evacuated to. Oh no! No! A dog said, my friends, my family.
Listen to me. I need to speak to someone urgently.
Turn around right now or I'll arrest you.
If you arrest me, you should take me to the highest possible authority.
Our badass scientist is back.
Comrades, the guards arrested this woman at the south checkpoint. I'd have put her in a cell.
But he thought you should know that I know. I know that your reactor core is exposed. I know the graphite's on fire, the fuel is...
She cuts right to it.
Smothering the core will put the fire out, but the temperature will eventually increase. It will melt down.
I'm perfectly aware. But I estimate at least a month before it melts through the lower concrete pad, which gives us time.
No, you don't have a month. You have approximately 2 days.
2 days? Oh, here we go. We're back in this room. Sir. Oh, look who's here with us. Our scientist.
Causing a significant thermal explosion.
Wow.
How significant?
We estimate between 2 and 4 megatons. Everything within a 30-kilometer radius will be completely destroyed, including the 3 remaining reactors at Chernobyl.
Ooh.
The entirety of the radioactive material.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and we have 2 days.
For much of the area, a nearly permanent disruption of the food and water supply.
Permanent.
Steep increase in the rates of cancer and birth defects. I don't know how many deaths there will be, but many.
Oh my god.
And how long before this happens?
Approximately 48 to 72 hours.
Do we have a plan?
But we may have a solution.
Okay.
We can pump the water from the tanks. Unfortunately, the tanks are sealed shut by a sluice gate, and the gate can only be opened manually from within the duct system itself. So we need to find 3 plant workers who know the facility well enough to enter the basement here.
They'll die.
Of course, we will need your permission.
My permission for what?
The water in these ducts, the level of radioactive contamination.
They'll likely be dead in a week.
In a week. Just.
We're asking for your permission to kill 3 men.
Oh my god.
So we'll need 3 men. We'll need to know the basement layout. And of course, any volunteers will be rewarded.
With what?
Why are reactors 1 and 2 still operating at all? My friend was a security guard that night, and she's now dying. And we've all heard about the firemen. And now you want us to swim underneath a burning reactor?
Wow. They tried to downplay it.
It is.
He knows exactly how contaminated it is.
An exact number.
You don't
I mean,
know
not exactly, but
it will kill us.
yeah.
But you can't even tell us that.
I'm appalled. Why did they have to downplay it? Why do we keep lying?
On an ankle.
Oh.
There's Parloff.
Oh. I don't want this. At least that one guy spoke up, so those 3 men can go into this knowing that it's a death sentence, but I think they should have been told that from the people in charge. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I mean, at least they're giving them some protection. Oh, God. So the dosimeters let them know that it's like bubbling like that because there's something toxic in the air. I'm not super familiar what it is, but I know that's the sound of the machine that went off at the science lab. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's getting louder and louder. It's like, hey, you shouldn't be here. Why even give that to them? Oh my God. Why would they even give that to them? They knew it was bad in there. Stop. It's giving them all anxiety attacks. That's so messed up. Of course it's gonna give them anxiety. Of course they're gonna freak out because it's 1, the sound is freaking annoying, and then 2, you've told them what they're going into, but they're not being reminded of it every millisecond because you have a sound going off that's telling you how dangerous it is to be where you are. Your human nature is gonna say, run, leave. And the name of this episode is Please Remain Calm, but you cannot remain calm. Maybe sometimes it's okay to not remain calm. That's all I have to say. Maybe we shouldn't remain calm. Maybe remaining calm is a bad thing here. That's awful. That is horrifying. Bone chilling. Everyone deserved better. That's all I have to say. Everyone deserved better than what they got. But great work to the creators of this show, because it's doing, I think, what it should. So I'll see you back here same time next week, Mondays. Monday mornings these drop, or Monday early afternoon. Yay. See you next week for more Chernobyl.